I'm gonna sweep right here. Ellie just lit it off.
This is a wonderful event.
Don't mind if I just, I don't want to knock this over. Oh, yeah.
You're kind of overwhelmed with you need those great fighters from the past, and you get to have a reunion with people that maybe you haven't seen for years.
Yeah.
I'm seeing people here that
Sean, we'll just do the same thing. Do the same thing. Whatever.
Yeah.
At one time, he said, what did
Well, I got to be honest with you, it was emotional. I knew Michael announced his fights almost right from the beginning. He was fighting seated club, 10 big boxing. He shows that he was top boxing series with his fight. I try and keep the distance so that when you're fighting, I'm objective about them. But I got to be honest, Michael, honestly, when he had his problems, he lost a part of his life. Now he regained it, and he's back. It's an emotional thing for me. And yesterday I talked and
It's like, you're back.
he was a tremendous
Derek told me something.
Yeah.
He said go back there. I was like, okay.
But yeah, they're gonna lock the whole thing, so even if there's
is it and has it been for history?
yeah.
How much can be conveyed to the public how great he was on his way.
Yeah, it's a great point. Michael Nunn, as a middleweight, went through a period where he almost never lost a round. He got to the championship state almost until he lost his championship. And remember, when he lost his championship to James Harden, that knockout, and he was winning that fight. So he won almost every round of boxing he competed in for years. It's a sad thing when you think about it. He was a tremendous fighter. Even after he lost his fight, he came back and won our title at 168 pounds. At his best, Michael Nunn as a middleweight was one of the best pure boxers that I've ever seen, and I think most people have. And this is an appropriate honor for him.
Test.
I'm glad that people like you and others are now talking about how great he was. This is a perfect fight.
Absolutely. A steward of the sport, a historian, a person that boxing really didn't
Thank you very much. Just a podcast about Michael like that. I cried yesterday when I
bet you did.
I really did.
and I'm going to be back in regular life.
Hey, how's it going, Al? Yep, just a little nice little quick one. All right, it's Ryan Garcia from FightHype.com. I'm here with one of the best commentators of all time, Al Bernstein. How's it going? Cool red carpet, not just a cool one, but 3 classes with a lot of talented guys that you've seen, you called. Just how cool is it to see all these guys being inducted in the Nevada Hall?
It's really amazing. I know it sounds cliched to people maybe when you say it, but coming to an event like this and seeing, it's like watching your life flash before you, because you see all these people that, I was fortunate enough, and I mean fortunate, to be able to announce their fights, chronicle some of the great things they did, and know them. And I was just saying before, when guys are fighting, I know them one way because I try and stay detached at least. We're friends, but I don't want to be they're close personal friends because I have to talk about in the air. Even though I try not to be critical in any bad way, still have to talk about them. But then after they're done fighting, you forge a different kind of relationship, and they're all so special because of what they've done for the sport, for all of us. And so it's great at these events to get with them and be reminded of their greatness and watch them interact with each other. And it's just a great moment.
And seeing the fact that you're still active with the future next, probably 20 classes of the Boxing Hall of Fame, it's hard to say if the fight's going to happen or not, but the Crawford Spence, I know that you may be a commentator on it, and you may be like someone that can't really give the full details, but just what's your overall thoughts on a fight that's so huge?
I'm not in on every specific detail. I believe they are, of course people have been saying this for a while, I believe they're dangerously close to making this fight. And I think we're going to know in the next few weeks. I'm hopeful. Everybody around it is hopeful. Very much hoping that I'll be announcing it when it happens. And, it's a fight that boxing needs to see. Boxing's made really good matches in the last couple of years. And this year's been tremendous. But there's always that one fight, isn't there, hanging over boxing's head that isn't getting made. And for the casual media and the casual fan, they act like it means boxing's not making great fights, which it is. So I'm hoping that one gets made.
And then my final question, just in regards to future talent. People are talking about Jerron Booth Ennis, maybe the next guy. You called a few of his fights. Do you see something special about Jerron out of all these guys you called?
Yeah, he is really good. And the way you can define it, and of course, we know he hasn't yet faced an A-level fighter. He hasn't faced a top-tier contender. He's faced some good fighters. But the way you look at it is, he has amazing offensive skills. He shoots his left, he shoots his righty. He's got power, and we have seen him take a couple of big punches, and they don't seem to even bother him against Thomas Delorme. He's not a giant power puncher. He had him with two monstrous right hands. And within the next minute, he knocked Delorme out. Jerron Ennis is an astonishing fighter. You can't anoint him because he has not yet fought the upper echelon of the division. But do I think he's ready to do that? Yeah, absolutely.
Also appreciate the time.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm good.
Ron, can you check over we good?
Yeah, you're great.
Steve Daniel Carroll on the sports right here in the presence of the legend, Al Bernstein.
Tell my wife that the next time I'm in the garage door,
let's just make mistakes, man. We all make mistakes, man. None of us are perfect. No, say Jesus. Yeah, we're here at the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. Obviously, three classes, a bunch of things to talk about. Well, one specific thing I want to talk about, like Red Pirates here, introduced the skill. He called his live, he called it the best live just describe to me the emotions of watching that getting so close to the close and that whole thing process.
Yeah, it's a great question because nobody ever gets tired of talking about that fight either. Jose Luis Castillo and Diego Morales fought what I think might be the best lightweight championship fight of all time. I didn't see all of them, of course. I wasn't around for them. Contrary to Robert Grief, I wasn't around for all of
Excited to be here. Except for William Pepper.
I did not see it. Not see them. Well, it's very but
a lot of Boxing Hall of Fame asked me to be one of the
not only was it really
bring up
exciting,
fighters that people that are going to be best
I think largely
responsible for excellent about
fight only in this way. He decided to not try to box, which everyone thought he should take that fight, and it showed in one of his previous fights he was much better at that fight. He decided to engage in the field, and they both engaged. It was 10.5 rounds, hellacious action. Not only was it great action,
it's going great. Life is great. I can't complain. I've been with my beautiful wife here. Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame is my birthday weekend. Actually, I wasn't going to come, but I told the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame if, I bring my wife, they were making a birthday weekend all around it, Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. But what it means to me is like, I worked so hard. I mean, I started boxing when I was 8 years old. My dad got me into boxing. I come back the ladder, won national title, I was an Olympian, then I turned pro, I was champion. And still at 8:30, when I'm up at 51 on Sundays, I'm still involved in boxing in some kind of way. First of all, the broadcast, I've been doing Showtime Championship boxing in English, I do it in Spanish, I do preliminary fights, I do transmitting, I do weighing shows, I do everything. I do a lot of stuff on Showtime, so I'm blessed that I have a good job, I'm making great money, working with them, and on top of that, I have my son, Ryan Garcia, who won the National Golden Gloves, the best fighter in the tournament award, turned pro. He debuted on Showbox. He won 3-0, 0 losses, 2 knockouts.
A lot of fights.
He's young. I'm trying to bring him up the ladder, trying to move the right way. I think he's very talented. He's got a weight difference off the line. He's got very boxing skills. And he got good pop.
The old adage,
punches. And I think he's going one way. If he beats the right way, I think he's going to be something.
Yeah, right.
So if you're turning the southward, is it still beneficial to turn the southpaw?
You know what? That's a very good question. I'm hoping that fight gets made. If it does, I'm pretty sure I'll be on. And that's one of the big questions when I look at the video again. I'm going to have to answer.
Well, no matter what, I think it's a great matchup, man. I'm super excited about that fight too. Like, that's the fight that everybody wants to see, and I hope that this guy make it happen soon. I think Arrow's ready to go. I think he's waiting on Crawford. I think it's a hell of a fight. Even though I go way back to Derek James, like we won the National Junior Olympics together. We've been always in contact with each other. He's a great trainer. He's done really good for himself as a trainer. I followed Errol Spence as an amateur because my older son, Raul Marquez Jr., was a fighter too. So he followed Spence as an amateur. And of course, Crawford, I mean, he's the beast too. He's a very talented fighter. I think it's a hell of a fight. If you ask me who I'm going to go with, I go with Spence. I think Errol's a grinder, man. He comes forward and he fights like a Mexican, He breaks him down with body shot. He's tough. I think it's going to be tough at the beginning of the first half of the fight. And I think the second half of the fight, he'll break down the Crawford. I just think he's got that dog in him.
Heavyweights.
He's got the experience. He's been in bigger caliber fights. He's been in that kind of environment. Crawford has too, but it's not at this level. I just think, not taking it away from Crawford, I mean, he's a hell of a fighter too, but it's going to be a great fight. But I'm always
How does he start up
Well, it's relevant, right? Because Lucy trained Fury wild, and they did it enough to know that they're the champions. And I think that's a beautiful fight too, man. I think people want to see that. Ryan Garcia's got a big name, he knows how to sell himself, very marketable, and he's a good fighter. I followed him through the amateur program with my kids coming up the amateur. I followed him the amateur. And we'll be able to answer that question. Doing great right now. We saw his fight against Luna. He's got that power. He's explosive. He's a good looking kid. He's got speed, but then he's got Tank Davis. You saw what he did with Rolly, man. He thought Rolly was in the fight, and all of a sudden, the Tank was connected. I'm taking one shot. That's what he did. So he's got that kind of power. He's a very smart fighter. He knows how to time it. He knows how to take his time. That's what he did in the Loaded fight. A lot of Romero fight. And he got him out of there. So I think that's a hell of a fight. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna go with Tank Davis.
Do you want to combine our two to make it 4?
I'd rather be
Okay, no, it's just fine.
So at that point, it's just like Terrence Crawford Spence. What else, right?
Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you, man. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Are you going to get rolled?
Yeah, I'm gonna get Rob. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Great, great. It's Ryan Garcia from FightHype.com. I'm here with Ryan Marquez. How's it going?
I'm doing great, man. I'm excited to be here at the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame Awards. I'm honored to be that they chose me to be one of the MCs to present some of the inductees, and it's an honor for me to be here.
Now, what was really cool is that, real boxing fans know you've been in the ring with a lot of great guys, but you bumped into a really good guy, Fernando Vargas. I've seen the pictures. How cool was that? You guys had like a little face-off.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I fought Fernando Vargas 23 years ago, man. And he was a young, angry man back in those days. And I think I brought the best out of him. And, now, like through the years, we ran into each other at different tournaments because both of our kids, our families, he's got a boxing family, I got a boxing family. Absolutely. And our friendship has grown. And yesterday when we saw each other, there was nothing but love and respect. We did a face-off for fun for the crowd. And maybe we'll do another face-off tonight. When he gets awarded, I'm gonna induct him into the Boxing Hall of Fame, and I'm truly honored to be that guy because back then, 23 years ago, man, it was crazy. We had a lot of beef going on, and we were trying to move up the ranks and trying to be the best. And he was a hell of a fighter, and I'm just excited to be a part of this.
Absolutely, and seeing the fact that maybe in the years these guys might be friends, but right now they want to fight the Spencer Crawford. Just have to ask because
everybody's asking about that.
I didn't have to ask you because you might be calling it one day, like potentially.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it's a hell of a fight, man. That's the fight that people want to see. I go way back. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I go way back with.
I'm gonna repeat yourself all day.
Yeah, Derek James. We won the National Junior Olympics together, and we always kept in touch. Derek has become a hell of a trainer. I followed Errol as an amateur too, because my oldest son was an amateur fighter. So we kept up with Errol and Crawford, man. What can I say about Crawford, man? He's a great fighter too, man. He's a boxer, puncher, very smart. He's done great for himself. But I'm gonna go with Errol in that fight. I think Errol's a grinder. He comes forward. He comes to fight. I think he's got more dog in him, and I think that the beginning of the fight. It's gonna give and take, man. And I think Crawford might even take the first half of the fight, but I think in the second half of the fight, Errol's gonna come through, break them down, and he's gonna come victorious.
Awesome. And then before I let you go, I know you have a son that fights.
Yes, my son Giovanni Marquez. He won the National Golden Gloves, got the Outstanding Fighter Award last year. We turned him pro. He debuted on Showbox, where I do the broadcasting, and he did very well. He just fought 2 weeks ago. He's 3-0 now with 2 knockouts. He's at 140 pounds, and I think my son's very talented. He's still young. We're moving him up the ladder, and hopefully one day you'll see him on the big stage.
Awesome. Really appreciate the time.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
We're good.
Steven Fernando right here with the great Raul Marquez.
Oh, I remember you, buddy.
Yeah, New York.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, yes, sir.
Man, brought that up, right? So let's kind of jump into that real quick.
Right.
Gervonta Davis, obviously talking about Ryan next. Ryan looking pretty good too.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Man, how does this feud work out between those guys? Because they're both very fast-twitch guys.
So they both have the speed, they both have the smarts, but I just believe that Tank Davis has more of the championship round. He's been in there with better counter fighters. We saw what he did with Brody. You thought Brody wasn't there. He wasn't a fight, and just all of a sudden, Tank knew when to land that big shot. And it's over. People can say, hey, look, Brody was in the fight. He was in it. He could have maybe won, but at the end of the day, it was Tank that connected. One shot and then ended it. Move forward, that shows you what kind of fighter he is. He took his time. He knew when to throw that. He set him up good. He knew when to land that lead left hand. Was it left hand? Yeah, left hand. And he put him out. He only took one punch. But Ryan Garcia's got the speed. He's a good-looking kid. He's very charismatic. He's got followers. He's marketable. And I follow him in the amateurs too. And I always knew he was going to be somebody. He is. He's doing great, but I got to go with something. I got to go with Tank.
Man, the fight, just talking about a lot of people asking about
Yeah.
I just want to ask you, a southpaw, right? Obviously, Earl's a southpaw, pretty easily, and you go southpaw a lot, especially when things are going as well, right-handed. Being a southpaw, right hand and left hand with the foot battle there, right? Are there any tricks southpaw that you gotta kind of like fight on this place in the southpaw?
Well, I mean, when you're a southpaw, it disrupts the other guy's rhythm. You know, when you're playing southpaw. And it's very important that, of course, that the foot position is. But also, some right-handed fighters, they move to the other way to try to make the left-handed guy try to lead with his power hand and miss and then counter over the top. You know, I know Trinidad told me that. Like Trinidad, he said that he would move into the southpaw's power hand to try to make him. They couldn't throw the left hand, make a miss, go under, make a miss, or lean back, and then try to counter with his own right hand. So that kind of makes sense too. You know, me as a left-hander, I would always talk to my right as a left-hander. But going back to your question, you're asking me if southpaw. I think when two southpaws are fighting each other, one southpaw's got to make the fight. You got to be first. Whoever's going to decide you got to be first with the jab or dictate the pace of the fight, that's the guy that's going to win the fight. That's the guy. Yes. Yes.
Man, last one, I want to get your take on the heavyweights. Usyk solidified himself, you know,
Right.
blue belt champion defending against Joshua. Fury did not relinquish the yesterday, so he's still champion. Looks like that's where we're going. Who is the best heavyweight in the world right now, and how does
I think Usyk, he didn't surprise me when he beat Joshua. I think that he beat Joshua. I think he's got his game. You know, he knows how to beat him. He knows how to beat him. He beat him the first time. Beat him again. And I believe that him and Tyson Fury fought. You know, if you ask me who the best heavyweight is, Tyson Fury. No more questions than that. And you know what? If Tyson doesn't come back, Tyson Fury doesn't come back, Usyk, you know, he's got all the tools to train that because he's a hell of a fighter. Well, thank you, man. Thanks a lot. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hold on. All the way from Army veteran to Nevada, I was saying, I was the journey. Never would have known. This is all better than I got my attorney there. Kenny
What would you say to the other United States Army athletes or military athletes about pursuing their dreams about the military?
Be all you can be.
That's good. There you have it. Thank
All right. Well, we're excited for you being here. Thank you so much for all you've done for the sport.
Good for the time being here. Alright guys, I'm going to cut the live off. I need my phone. So thank you guys for watching and see you next time.